bad time. Remember what happened last time. You better off being satisfied. We doing the same shit every time. I hit you when you were just baiting, so what? You hit me when I was so faded, so what? Said fuck everything cause I'm jaded, so what? I did all this shit and ain't taking no love. That little part of my life fell in love with them drugs. Not taking shit back, I love who I'm becoming. Fuck that shit, shorty, we could be nothing. I'm back when I'm in sorry, copping some dumb shit. Only 110 out of 10's in the spot. Only 110 out of 10's where you thought. $250,000, that's on this Richard pocket watch. Still flexing on niggas cause I know they watch. I wouldn't lie to you, yeah. No, I've been tired of you, yeah. You've been too all in my hair. You've been too all in my ear. You crashing out over a tree. I don't even know how to stare. But I don't know what to believe. Yeah, I don't even know how to care. No, I wanted you, but that was past tense. Done had a lot of hoes just on my accent. Carry my chopper shorty, she a savage. Got a son for you, cause you ain't average. I be on gas fuel, take me out of delusional. Think I got it, cause I imagine it. Fashion shit, yeah, I mix it, I ain't match it. But I'd rather say she passionate. Is this a bad time? Remember what happened last time. You better off being satisfied. We doing the same shit every time. Is this a bad time? Remember what happened last time. You better off being satisfied. We doing the same shit every time. Check my phone out, a hoe say she miss me. Smoking this gas got me feeling rich. When it comes to a freak, I ain't even picky. Just off this fit, turn her to a pig. I steal my twin, Mordecai and Rick. You worry about tech, I give a nigga 50. What a broke nigga always got. That's something to say, but none of them niggas with me. Been blocking windows, I feel like I'm Wendy. No, she don't want Louis, she want a new Fendi. Can't open the text in the public no more. Ain't no way to predict like what she gon' send me. I'm not even doing the talking no more. I don't even think that they really gon' get me. I'm not getting rich here, it do not concern me. Cause every day I feel like that Billy ready. I wouldn't lie to you, yeah. No, I've been tired of you, yeah. You've been too all in my hair. You've been too all in my ear. You crashing out over a tree. I don't even know how to stare. But I don't know what to believe. Yeah, I don't even know how to care. No, I wanted you, but that was past tense. Done had a lot of hoes just on my accent. Carry my chopper shorty, she a savage. Got a son for you, cause you ain't average. I be on gas fuel, take me out of delusional. Think I got it, cause I imagine it. Fashion shit, yeah, I mix it, I ain't match it, I addict. But I'd rather say she passionate.
Today, we're going to talk about the college basketball, NBA, and NHL slates and craft up a W squad ride to build a bankroll for the weekend. This is Behind the Lines. Cooper Kupp might be washed. 4 targets, no catches. The guy ran a half a marathon. I've seen 20 tweets about it this morning. The guy didn't do a single thing.
Yeah, that was a frustrating bagel for a lot of fantasy owners.
Is this what we've become down in Blacksburg? Just complacent, happy to be going about our day and being a moose shit program, celebrating a kid getting 1 point against North Carolina A&T. He better fucking score a point. You're playing North Carolina A&T. He's leading college football, Jovan, in every single statistical category for a wide receiver. Every single one. And you don't give that guy the award? Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. At the end of the day, you got to reward teams for winning fucking games. And if they're in a power conference, they're in a power conference. I'm tired of this big dick swinging contest between the SEC, Big 12, Big 10, and ACC. At the end of the day, you got to fucking reward winning. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Friday, episode 624 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your 2 hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you're not tracking your bets on Pickett, start tracking your bets this weekend over there on Bookit Sports, the best bet tracking app out there on the App Store or Google Play. Jovan, not going to sugarcoat it. Going to just get right to it. Rough day yesterday.
Horrendous day. Horrendous.
Got crushed.
It was even worse.
Absolutely crushed.
I feel like there wasn't much going on. It was very limited, a limited slate, kind of like today's is, and it was all cake.
A lot of cake. The only W I saw yesterday, I believe, was on the ice. Detroit Red Wings.
Red Wings.
Wasn't even on the Sharp Report.
No,
shit.
No, none of the wins on the books were on the Sharp Report or anything.
Let's go ahead and get it over with. Gootsy, flash it. This might be a first time we've ever seen 0-10. And this will be the last time you see it on the Sharp Report.
First and last.
That's a disgrace. Oh,
simply can't happen.
We should get the wheel up and moving just for that.
Specifically,
to be honest with you.
Have to.
God damn it. 0-10. Inexcusable.
Incredible.
Inexcusable. Cannot happen again. Will not happen again. It's honestly impressive, though. Over. Jesus. Gucci, can we get a wheel up and moving potentially? Is that possible?
Yeah, get that going.
All right.
Yeah, honestly, I feel
Yeah,
like
we
we have
could fill them
some.
up.
There's probably some pretty stale options on the wheel.
So Gucci, take your time. Let us know when you're ready, and we could start throwing some options your way. Chat, like some of you were saying, huge bounce back day today.
Massive.
Huge bounce back day. It's imminent. All right, we're hitting the books hard. We're hitting the prize pick squares. We're cashing them left and right. We're bouncing back today on a Friday.
Dude, I feel
Only option we got.
so incredibly lost not being able to wake up and look at the CBB category on prize picks. It actually just like ruins the whole mood of the morning.
Yeah, that's gonna throw a wrench into things, but we'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
navigate it. And yeah, it's gonna result in some nastier squares from you probably in the
Yeah.
NHL and the NBA. We'll make do. We'll make do. Chad, how we doing? Happy Friday. W follow for Dak. We appreciate you. Mikey running TMA earlier today with Nick. W's Gents. We appreciate you. If you guys missed TMA today, you can always go back and rewatch on the YouTube as well. And we will have a YouTube video, a pod going up here at some point today, along with on Spotify and Apple Music. If you guys want to check out the new pod we recorded yesterday about the NFL Conference Championships. It's about an hour long. We talk prize pick squares, best bets. We're talking anytime touchdown scores, anything you need for those 2 games on Sunday. We're talking about it. So make sure you guys check out that video or give it a listen on Spotify or Apple Music this weekend. Okay? We're bouncing back on the books today. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right? Before we hop in and talk about some of these winners, Jovan, do we have a moment for me to bitch just one more time?
Of course. Always have time.
Gucci, we got some time today. Go ahead and run that shit. I'll tell you what, gents, I did not have a good feeling when Tomislav got ruled out against Maryland last night. Obviously, you got 2 good bigs for the Terps. Derek Queen, he balled last night. Julian Reese, he tweaked as well. I think he had an even better stat line than Derek Queen, to be honest with you. Jovan, a little bit of a head scratcher for me here, though. It comes out before the game, only a couple of hours before the game, which is always nice to see when you bet on a team, when the injury report comes out right before tip-off, that their starting center, their second best player on the team, in my opinion, Tomislav, he's sick. He's out. But then I'm watching the game, Jovan, and I'm watching Illinois get absolutely thraxed in this matchup. They didn't have a chance. They didn't have a pulse in this game. It was cake from the start. And I see this Muv sitting on the sidelines right next to the team in full sweats. I was so confused. And then I see this quote from the coach after the game. He's talking about how he hasn't seen this kid in a while and he should not have even played in the last game that he played in. He's deathly ill is a term that he describes his starting center, Tomislav. He literally said deathly ill. The kid's sitting on your fucking bench. What are you talking about? He's deathly ill. He looks fine to me. And if he is that sick, why is he sitting next to the rest of your team? Are the neurons in your brain not functioning? What's going on up there in Illinois? Deathly sick. The kid looked healthy as an ox sitting on the sideline right there. Something seems off to me with this team. I don't know what's going on here, but for the coach not to know what's going on with one of his players, for him to just show up during the game and be sitting there in sweats, sick as a fucking dog, apparently, looked healthy to me. The most ridiculous thing I've seen in college basketball last night. If he's that sick, why is he sitting next to the fucking team? Makes no sense.
There's been, I feel like this is like every other game at this point. There's some super weird injury or sickness, like late report in a lot of these big games. And I don't know why. I mean, you can't do it in college because there's no like mandatory injury list reporting or whatever you want to call it. So it's kind of difficult to figure out, but it feels like it's been aggressive like this week.
Yeah, you had strep throat. I'm pretty sure strep throat is one of the most contagious things out there. I'm not a doctor or a physician, but I'm pretty sure strep throat is extremely contagious. What the hell are we doing? If the kid's that sick, what are we doing putting him on the sidelines? Have him at home. Oh, you're going to have 2 more players out next week. They're going to have strep throat too because the kid's sitting next to him on the bench. Never seen something like this. The whole thing makes no sense. Weird. And then to cap it all off, Jovan, it gets worse. OKC loses outright after we locked them in -12 for the squad ride. Sure, they played like
horrendous team I'm
We
so
got
done.
dudes. We got dudes on OKC who are punching other dudes in the dick.
Yeah.
We got intentional dick punches going on during the game. How about you focus on putting the ball in the hoop and not touching the other dude's balls? What are we doing? I've never seen something like this in my life. And he gets ejected as he should. I mean, as soon as that happened, I turned the game off. It was over. No chance they were winning that game, let alone cover. You kidding me? And then Sam Houston ends up losing by 2. W hook there. And Cal Baptist up 10 at halftime. Dominique Daniels looking like prime Kyrie Irving. Unstoppable. They blow that game too. And they lose. And I'm sitting on my couch at 1 a.m. watching it as they blow the game. Rat shit night. Oh,
unbelievable.
A new level of moose that we achieved last night. And good to hear. Perfect timing. Good to see the wheel is ready.
Empty, or did you fill it out?
I'm assuming empty. Yeah, it looks empty to me. We got Nelly Nell coming in resubbing. Let's go, Nelly Nell. That could pick the vibes up today as well. Dubs. Why don't we craft up some new options here for the wheel today? Okay. Why don't we put in, well, baseball's around the corner. Could put in Aaron Judge more than in the goat well.
Wow. Imagine Krabs having to sweat out Judge home runs.
If that doesn't get me to lock the fuck in and find some winners for you guys, I don't know what will. That scares the living heck out of me seeing that right up there.
Oh my God, Krabs.
Sam Levette glaze video.
Dude.
Okay.
No way we're glazing Sam Levitt.
Drop those options if you guys got them. BTL 24-hour, you can put that on there.
Yeah, you can put that on there.
Buy Super Bowl tickets, Krabs. Is that really a punishment?
Yeah, I feel like that would be a reward if the Commanders got there.
Krabs has to fade the Nats for the first month of the season. Pega, that would suck, but I might get rich. Yeah, I could get rich. Eagles ML ticket. Bro, I've already got an Eagles Super Bowl ticket in my pocket. What else do I got to do? Can we leave the Eagles off to the sides? Shirtless BTL, Seablad style? Nope. How about no? We got Matt Lat coming in resubbing. Krabs, good luck to your Commanders this weekend. Let's go, Matt Lat. Appreciate that, my man. Very nervous and excited at the same time. Weird feeling. Hurts jersey. No, come on. Come on.
Ooh.
Dale Trent's next future. That could play.
Well,
sure.
I'll say that's probably not going to be a punishment. So I think there's a collab in the books.
For what, baseball?
Yeah, which not really a collab. I think it's just him getting to the counter, tailing something that I'm saying. So you'll probably end up doing that anyway.
Shave the beards. I mean, after an 0-10 day, it might be time to bring in the big guns.
The beard is crazy.
I mean, whatever we got to do to trick our brains into finding winners on the slate. And if that means scaring us shitless, putting up stuff like that on the boards, then that's what it means.
Wow.
Not allowed to place a single wager on the Super Bowl. Yeah, I don't know about that one, T-Bone Steak. That might ruin the whole year.
What if Trent's got to give us his POD for 2 weeks and we got to tail it every day?
How about for 1 week?
I don't know. I think we've earned 2.
I might not have any money left after a week with how it's been going.
Hopefully we're making coin back with our own bets at that point.
Subathon. We need to do that anyways.
Yeah,
wheel is up and moving, Davey Martinez. The wheel is up and moving. Let's do the Trent PODs. Can we do it for a week though? I feel like 5 days is probably enough of tailing Trent's PODs.
All right, we'll do a week and then we'll revisit.
Okay. No hats. Could shave the heads. Shave heads and eyebrows and just start fresh. Sure. Opening MLB day, demon slip. Again, that's probably that's a treat.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing that.
That's
anyway.
a present. That's not a punishment. Give away a hat. Yeah, how about I'll give away 2 hats. Krabs hat giveaway.
Yeah.
Put that on there, Goodsy.
I'll do some myself.
All right, you could just do hat giveaway then. W Goots grinding back there, getting that wheel up and moving, getting it operational. Love to see it.
We need
Love
to
see it.
we need to put a jersey on here for somebody.
Daily parlay. We could do a daily parlay until it hits. That could be a good one.
Remember we used to do those back in the day. Big 3 lay on the feed, BTL account.
Yeah. Tell your most hated Twitter capper. Trying to be good in the Big 2-5 chat. Not trying to start any unnecessary beef, but that would be kind of fun. Shador. How about a Shador should go number 1 vid?
Good Lord.
That one would hurt. That would hurt to make. Shador should go number 1 vids. And if I have to make that, I'm sure I'll have to incorporate something about how the number 1 pick team said they want a generational talent and how he's the only one in the draft, which is a complete lie. And it's really the opposite. And it's the other 3 guys who could be generational talents. Square up in 5U on the Dodgers to win it all. Dude. Could put Dodgers World Series future in there. That's a punishment. That's a punishment if I've ever heard one. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Place that war in Vegas too.
Okay. You guys are throwing some good ideas out there. Nats tats. Not a big tat guy. Not anti-tat, but...
Dude, there's no way we're talking about Seablaz Premium, man.
What the... You got to buy Seablaz Preem? I mean, chat really wants it. If that's what they want, we'll give it to them.
Dude.
We'll give it to them. I'm in. Beal and Judge, 2-piece. What more do I got to do with Aaron Judge before you guys are satisfied here?
I don't know.
Shador Rookie of the Year, take Judge to homer every game. I would literally go broke.
Judge jersey part 2.
Dude, I've already bought it and given it away. It's a terrible investment. Investment.
What about a Lamar jersey? For me, I guess.
Yeah, I like that one. Jovan's got to get a Lamar jersey.
Rat shit quarterback, man. Little Mickey Mouse.
That's really weird. Shador jersey. One more you want, Goots?
That's 9. Unless you want to make it 12.
I was trying to think of something for me to cop since Jovan had a specialty one on there, a specialty item.
Maybe you go Lamar.
Is there something
Hurts?
that I could do? Jalen Hurts jersey. Krabs 999 challenge at a baseball game this year. Bro, dude. I really need to retire that. I don't know if I have it in me.
What if you bring it back though? What if that might be what tips the scales?
What about you at the fly to Maryland and bake a cake with me for Gunner's birthday?
Goots, man.
What?
Get out of here. Unbelievable. Dude, what if it was just always Diamond Club? Diamond Club 999 challenge.
I'm not going to do opening day. I'm not going to have that ruin my opening day. I'm really
don't do opening day. Yeah. Don't do opening day, but
how about Krabs 999 challenge? Put it on there.
Dude, I need that.
Jesus.
I need that to hit.
I feel like it's always the last one you fucking type in that ends up winning too. So it's not good.
Yeah, we'll be seeing. You ready?
I need that.
Chat, what do you guys think? Does this suffice? Is this good enough with these 10 options? You guys got any more? Last call. Dude,
anything but Lamar.
Wizard Tennessee Loft. You got to purchase the whole thing and sit there alone. Imagine.
Wow, I forgot about that. I mean, that's probably not even a punishment either. I feel like that would be fire. I'd
just be such piss having to spend $3,000 on that.
Yeah. You have a good time though.
Yeah. That's a good point. Hot Ones Wing Challenge. I like spicy foods, bro. That wouldn't even be that bad for me. This might be the best wheel, Turner Max saying. All right, Gootsy, go ahead and spin that shit. If it's something we can both do, we'll do it. If it's something specialized for me and Jovan, and so be it.
Yeah.
And you run it again. 100 shares built on one stream.
Wow, W chat.
No.
W chat.
Hat giveaway.
W
Okay.
chat.
All right. Hat giveaway. Chat splooging. Chat splooging.
We're so close to Trent's PODs.
Chat splooging with some free hats. Okay.
So
Okay.
close to
Low-key
Trent's
soft,
Sure.
but W for chat.
W for chat. I
Some
agree.
guys
They
can get
deserve
it.
it. Look, after an 0-10 day yesterday, and I'm sure most of them tailed or got involved, they deserve something good. The ball to bounce their way. Yeah, DJ Fitz, thank God. We barely skated by there. That was close.
Thank God.
All right, let's give away a couple free hats. You want to pick them now, Gootsy? Should we get the chat up and moving, get them riled up?
We can.
Pick a couple right now, right?
How many do we want to pick? 4?
Yeah, I'll pick 2.
And Jovan can pick 2. Well, I mean, we can do what we used to do with the key words, and then you have to spell it right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I kind of
Is
want
that
to
a
do.
thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, we got Trent in the chat. Needed Krabs to come through so hard last night. He fucking salts.
Just
Trent, the one play you tail was Jovan's. The other play, they were missing their best player and 2 other guys right before the game. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, those are 2 shit plays. So I'll take the blame.
Shit plays.
Shit plays.
we can do. We'll do,
Pega Acid coming in, resubbing. Let's fucking go, Pega.
We'll
Atta boy.
we'll do 4 hats, 4 keywords. I'll give out the words.
Atta boy.
How many
right.
colors we got now?
We have every color, I think, still.
Okay.
Okay.
Which is how many colors?
5.
Yep.
All right.
Orange,
make it-
blue, green, red, and black.
Let's make it one of each. I'll pick
One of
up the extra one.
So 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got On a Heater coming in with the resub. Let's go On a Heater, the big 20 and the big 2-5. Let's get the coin back tonight.
All right. We can each do a word. So I'll do it first, and then we'll do Krabs, Jovan, and then we'll circle back with the last 2.
Sure.
Go
So
ahead,
I'll
Gootsy.
do it first. So the first person to put the keyword chat wins the hat. Keyword. Cal Ripken Jr.
Dude, you need to be point blank.
Already. Oh, there we go.
Why did that take so long?
It's a delay.
Catches up.
Was it Easy Puck? I don't
Easy
want to fake
Puck.
bang here.
It was easy puck.
All right.
They
why
were
don't I take
already
some
putting
pictures of
Lamar,
these?
thinking it was going to be Lamar. W easy puck.
Easy Puck. W's. How do we want to do this with the colors? Are we letting people pick or are we just sending them random ones?
But it probably has to be random because if we're doing 5,
Alright.
there might be people that want the same color.
Right.
Let's do like first serve or first come, first serve. Pick your
We
color.
could do first come, first
Yeah.
serve.
Easy puck. Drop your color.
What color do you want, Easy Puck? Can we drop the link in the chat as well so that other people can check it out and
Yeah.
check out all the colors that they want?
I'll do that right now.
W
Or
Goots.
just put it up on the screen.
Yeah. Let's get that link up and moving though, because there'll be some people who might want to cop a hat if they don't end up winning, supporting the squads or checking out the colors as well. Okay. Can't Twitch randomly pick someone? Probably.
Easy puck wants a black one. So black's gone.
All right.
Log into Nightbot and do keyword giveaways. Kisha say.
How did that exist?
Easy Puck,
Get mobile users involved.
Black Hat. I'll take the first 2, Jovan, and then you can take the last ones.
Sure.
All right. We got Easy Puck with the black hat. And what we'll do is you guys can hit us up on Twitter and we'll take care of this after the show.
Yeah.
Hit me up
Or hit the
on
BTL
Twitter,
account
Easy
up.
Mac. Hit the BTL account up or you can hit me up as well. Whatever works,
doesn't
whatever's
matter.
easier. SBR coming in with
SBRWs.
5 subbies for the peeps. Let's fucking go, chats. There we go. There we go. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right, let's keep moving and grooving here. Is it my turn
Yeah.
to pick?
It can be either of your
Okay.
turns.
Okay. I'll go now, chat. Get those fingers ready. Get that keyboard out. All right, I'm going to give you guys a keyword. First person to spell it correctly. It's a free Bookit hat, and the keyword is going to be Danny Espinosa.
You need to be.
Danny Espinosa. You got to spell it right. Danny Espinosa.
This is impossible.
Free flyer?
Did free flyer spell right? Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, free flyer.
Free flyer.
Sure. Okay. Free flyer. All right, free flyer. What color hat do you want, my man? Let me take a picture, make sure we can link up the names. Fucking massive, bro. Let me know what color you want. Anything but the black color. Okay, we're going first come, first serve here in this economy.
We might need to get mobile users involved.
How is it rigged?
We might have to.
How's it rigged?
Luke's on a mobile and he's still got top 5. All right. Did we get a color choice?
Still waiting. I'm looking.
Okay. Let's see if we can get a color choice here. We got some subbies coming in from Snacks. Some sneak subbies coming in from Snacks.
Free fire. The options are red, green, orange, blue.
Bro, Snacks coming in with 10 subbies. He just dropped 5 more. Let's go, Snacks. Atta boy.
To go.
Atta boy, Snacks. Atta baby. All
It will
right.
not take 8 months to get. He wants
Free
blue.
flyer wants blue. Blue is off the boards. Okay. Jovan, you want to take this one?
Yeah.
I do, but I feel like we have to get Nightbot involved somehow, some way.
Okay.
I don't know how to do that, though. I don't know how to do the Nightbot login random. They put in a word, it just auto-select somebody.
Yeah.
Goots, log into Bookit, he's saying.
I know how to do it. I know how to get into Nightbot. It's just the doing the giveaway I've never done before.
It's a website.
Yeah, I know it's a website.
Own individual
I'm
website.
logged in right now. Giveaways. Did someone start it already? Did Kiss do it? Because I'm seeing people join the giveaway.
Is that a leftover one from the last one?
It might be. I don't know.
You start a new one.
It's probably left over.
No,
I had to
there isn't.
guess.
There's no way to start a new one.
You got to put in whatever word it is.
You have to set a word. ZDZ bet saying. Okay. I think here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take command here, and we're just going to do it the way we've been doing it.
Yeah.
And get it done.
Like
And give out some free caps here. Jovan, you want to give out a keywords? If chat wants to get smart with it, they can go on their laptops and try to beat the rest of the group. But you want to give out a keyword and give out another hat here?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
What?
Announcement, Nightbot, congratulations, Danny Mahoney. You won the giveaway?
No, I accidentally clicked that, but we can do that if
Okay.
you want.
Do that, yeah. Get it up and moving.
But the thing is, like, people have to join it, and I'm not sure how that works.
They join it by putting in whatever word we say for them to put in.
Well, there's no option to put a word.
All right, we're going to do it old school, the same way we've been doing it. Jovan, give the people a keywords, and let's see who can get there first.
If you're in chat, you're in. There's no keyword, Kiss saying. Do you see people getting out of the list as they're as they're spamming?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Maybe that's just the way to do it. And it just randomly selects anybody in the chat.
Well, I pick choose winner, and it randomly does it.
Look it, see what it says.
Kish, are these people joining right now? Is that from something you did?
I guess they're just auto.
Oh, yeah, the people that put, okay. Yep, all right, then yeah, so you get the word, and then I just click choose a winner, I guess, but
Yeah, I don't know if we need a word. I think it
yeah,
just
might not need a
picks
word.
somebody in chat, which is huge.
right. I'll do that. I'll give them one more minute to put stuff in chat. I see how it
Drop a
works now.
chat, drop anything. If you want to get involved in the giveaway, you got to put something in the chat on Twitch. Okay? Get involved.
A lot
Get
of
involved.
porks. A lot of porks in chat.
A lot of
We got some
porks.
first-time chatters. Sure.
All right. 3,
Love to see it.
2, 1. Snacks. Wow.
Snacks.
Let's fucking.
Busted.
You're telling me Snacks randomly just got picked after giving out 10 subs?
He did.
That he did.
Okay. Snacks. Well, nobody deserves it more than you, brother. Let's fucking go, dude.
I already know
Let's
Snacks
fucking
wants
go.
an orange one.
Snacks. Let's go, Snacks. Well deserved, bro. You're a beast.
Snacks.
Do we
for
have a
sure
color
wants an
from
orange one.
Snacks?
I know he wants an orange one.
I'm trying to look for a color here.
I'm trying to look for
Or we can
Snacks in
move.
chat.
Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah, orange. I know.
Confirmed.
All right. Good call.
Okay. All right.
And 2 more.
2 more. Start chatting.
Get involved. Drop some chats. You could drop your POD. You could drop the number 1. It literally doesn't matter. Just get involved so you could potentially win a free giveaway and get a Bookit scripted hat. Very fresh, very clean, very nice. And they're very comfy as well.
We
Good
have
quality hats.
red and green left.
Red and green left. Okay. Red and green left. You want to make a pick?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Snacks won again. We're gonna have to do that. I re-rolled it. Richie parlay.
There we go.
How the fuck did Snacks just win twice?
W Snacks. Richie, do you want red or green?
Snacks, hit up Jovan. He'll get you right. What color do you want, Richie Parlay?
He wants red.
He wants reds.
All right. So we have green left.
Who's winning a green hat? I think that's the freshest color. I cannot believe that went unpicked.
I know.
To be honest with you.
Green's kind of
All right.
fresh.
Chat it up.
Chat, get the fuck involved. All right. Drop anything in the chats. Be respectful. And you could potentially win a giveaway for a free Bookit scripted hat. Let's let this run for another 30 seconds, Gootsy.
Yep.
Give the people plenty of time on this last one,
time.
okay? We got time. Drop those chats. Get involved. Okay? W's. If Snacks wins this time, I'm out. I'm out.
Might be rigged
Man.
at this rate.
All right. Maybe you'll give somebody, maybe get a Notre Dame fan a hat.
That'd
here,
be
Gootsy.
great.
That'd be great. Or an Eagles fan.
No.
Okay.
It's probably a lot closer to Eagles colors.
All right. You
All
ready?
right, Gootsy. Yep, rip it.
That boy Co.
That boy Co. He's in here a lot. All right.
Yeah.
That boy Co. Green hats. W's. All right. Well, we just gave away 5 hats.
We did.
And you know what? After an 0-10 day yesterday, I'm not even going to say that you guys deserve more than, those 5 hats after that shit card yesterday. So glad to give you guys some freebies, some handouts. You deserve them. All right. Hit us up on X or hit up the BTL account on X. I'll take Easy Puck and Free Flyer. Snacks, Richie, and That Boy Co. Hit up Jovan or hit up the BTL account. We'll get you guys right this weekend.
Yep. Get us up
Right.
and moving.
Dubs. We appreciate you guys. Stick with us. I know we've had a tough week. I know we had a tough day yesterday, but trust, all right? Betting's a roller coaster. Stay on the fucking rides. All right, we're going to come back up here in a second. We're going to get some W's. All right. W's, let's move. Let's groove. You guys want to get into some winners for today? We could talk about maybe the Sharp Report plays. Get into some CBB winners.
Let's get it active.
That's ready?
Yep.
Let's get them active. Let's get them active. Let's get them up and moving. As we get 5 subbies coming in hot from Ace 4 OG. Let's fucking go.
It's 4.
Yes. Yes. Dubs. Let me go ahead and drop this link one more time for you guys in the chats. In Twitch, if you guys want to cop a hat, maybe you didn't win the giveaway, but maybe you still want to get one because they're fresh as heck and you can wear it out to the bars next weekend when the hat gets in. I just dropped the link in Twitch if you want to get involved and cop a Bookit scripted hats. Now is the time. All right? Now is the time. Dubs. All right, Jovan. Can I start you out with a nasty, nasty CBB play?
Maybe you could.
Okay. Give me the Norse. Give me Northern Kentucky plus 1.5, coming in off of 4 straight losses. Thought it was weird seeing the spreads trickle down from -2.5 to -1.5 for Milwaukee, who's been playing pretty good basketball of late. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. They're sitting at 14-7. On paper, they look like the clear-cut better team than Northern Kentucky, but and they've had their number. They've beaten them 4 of the last 5 times they've played. So they haven't played yet this season, but this looks like one of the weirdest lines of the day in CBB today. And I'm thinking that the Norse get it done at home. They've got a very homegrown team for the Big 2-5. Typically, you don't have squads that have guys who've been on the team for more than a year or two at this point. Everybody's hitting the transfer portal. 4 of the top 5 scorers for the Norse have all been on. This is the only team they played for. And most of these guys are upperclassmen, seniors or juniors. There's a sophomore mixed in there as well. But 4 of the 5 top scorers on this team have been homegrown. They've been here for a while. And I like betting on teams like that at home. I'll back the Norse as a sharp, short dog. They probably should be getting some more points. Maybe they bounce back after a tough stretch here at home and they get their lick back against Milwaukee, who's had their number in recent years.
Sure. I can respect it.
We got Matthew Odell coming in resubbing. Let's fucking go, Matthew Odell. Attaboy. W's. Rav, quick surge stream today, chat. Slate is moose. Let's get nice for the weekends. Oh, hell yeah, Rav. Sure we can.
Trent too soft to lace him up today. Unbelievable.
Love to see that, Rav. Way to step up. Way to step up. Yeah, the Norse, Jovan. I take this team a lot. Robinson averaging, close to 16 points per game, the senior. He's a stud. They've got a couple bodies. It's not like this team is useless or terrible. And like I said, a lot of homegrown guys who've been there for a couple years. That's the type of team I want to back on their home court.
Sure.
All right. You want to give us a straight bet? What are you crafting up over there for today?
Start on the ice with the Stars in a game that I don't know. Both of these teams have not been playing great hockey, to say the least, so far, or for the past couple of weeks, really. I mean, VGK, I guess more so, has been in a crazy slump, and the Stars offense can't seem to get it figured out against any decent team whatsoever. So I feel like this is the Star spot. Obviously, the main advantage you'll have there is you got VGK coming off a pretty physical back-to-back against getting a win, finally getting over the hump against the Blues team that's pretty hard to break down. But now I think you're going to Dallas, where not only did they beat them just a little over a month ago, but it was a very undeserved win. I remember that game pretty vividly. The Stars dominated in every form or fashion except the final score because Aiden Hill stood on his head and made a couple ridiculous saves. I think you get another performance like that where, again, VGK has not been playing fantastic hockey, so they kind of have to lean on their defense, and the Stars have been trying to figure it out against some offense or find some offense against a really good defense. And I think this is the spot where the Stars finally break through and get a win. I'm not saying they're going to go up there and put out 5 or 6 goals. I think it's still going to be somewhat of a lone, slow defensive game, but thankfully they're playing a team that I think it got in a little bit of a physical battle last night, so that gives them the slight edge in Dallas. So they're like -140. I think you're getting a win tonight.
Yeah, both these teams not playing their best hockey of late, right? Both teams have kind of struggled. Vegas has lost 4 of their last 5, but they're coming in off a win. Could be a good time to fade the Knights on the roads. And the Stars have lost 3 of their last 4, so maybe they bounce back, getting some respect on that ML, laying some juice. They opened up even juicier, like -150. Thought that was pretty telling. I like this play. All right, let's switch it back, Gootsy. Let's see what else I'm crafting up for today. Anybody else notice the line movement in the CBB game for tonight? I thought this is one of the weirdest line moves of the week, let alone just today. Kent State opened up, +2.5, +3, depends on where you're looking. They're now laying 1.5 on the road against a really solid Ohio squad that's coming off of back-to-back losses. Typically wouldn't back a team coming off of back-to-back losses at home. Both those games are on the road, but they're at home in this game, Ohio is. But I cannot resist backing Kent State here, a team that plays better basketball on the road. They always have under this coach for some reason. Nothing's changed this season. They're just a better squad on the roads. And I'll fade Ohio with this crazy line flip. What the hell's going on with this line? Makes no sense.
I mean,
Ohio
there's
should
got to
be
be
famous in this game.
some injuries. You'd have to
looked.
right?
I tried. I couldn't find squat. Now, that does not mean anything, right? We learned that last night with Illinois.
Probably not reported. If they're not reporting,
still be some injuries.
Yeah, Illinois and some of these bigger games, Baylor and the other day, I can probably assume they're not reporting Kent State, Ohio all that much. So there's probably something in there, but can't really disagree.
Texans just fired Slowick? No way.
Wow, it's huge. CJ Stroud might be back.
Wow.
He's terrible.
That's crazy.
Slowick is awful.
Yeah, he was getting praised, though, after last season. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, and he didn't really adapt at all into anything this year, which CJ Stroud sucked, don't get me wrong, but the play calling did not help the slightest bit either.
All right. What else are you cooking up, Jovan? You got another straight bet for the peeps? And I'm seeing C-Dot in chats while we transition here. Looks like he's saying 2 guys are now out for Ohio. Is Clayton out? That's massive if Clayton's out in this game. Okay.
That makes sense.
He's their best player, so. All right. Damn, I didn't see that earlier today. All right, Jovan, give us a sell job. What are you crafting up in CBB today? Team total? Sure.
Yep. Wanted to back Purdue in some form or fashion, coming off that Ohio State game, which thankfully I was on the right side of that one there. But Ohio State had them in a box, especially in that second half, where it kind of felt for the entire first half they were kind of hanging around. Ohio State was, and you figured you were probably going to get the death blow from Purdue at some point in the second half. That never really came, and a lot of that was from Ohio State. Not only, hitting a lot of shots on offense, but defensively, they gave them a bunch of different looks. They ran them off the line. Like Purdue only shot 9 threes in that entirety of the game, the entire 40 minutes, which, it felt great as an Ohio State bettor at the time, but it was really confusing how good of a job they were doing keeping them off the 3-point line and forcing really TKR to be the only offense for the team. Braden Smith also had the plethora of shots, but he was awful in that game. Couldn't make a layup to save his life. Vastly different matchup when you have Michigan, because Michigan's a weird team. They're really good at defending the rim, but they also will, and I don't know, run you off 3, make you take a lot in the mid-range. Their defense is kind of similar to Florida's in what they allow you to do, which is perfect for Braden Smith. That's exactly what he wants to do off the pick and roll. So if he doesn't have a bounce-back performance after those tour dates, I would be shocked. I think they can manipulate the double bigs from Michigan and have a great time doing it. Starts with him, obviously, but I think the offense is going to be significantly better. I think they'll get a lot of looks from 3. I think Braden Smith can do whatever he wants off the pick and roll in the mid-range, and perfect spot for them to bounce back. And not so sure what to do with the game because the line's kind of trickling back towards Michigan. I still think Purdue's going to win the game, and I think they're going to have to do it with their offense. So keep me away from a side, but I'll back their offense to bounce back and score points.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm seeing points in this game as well. And I've got another guy on that team we'll talk about in a little bit who I think might be getting involved in the offense as well, along with Braden Smith, who is more than due for a bounce back performance after a couple bad games.
Sure.
I'm in. Sign me up. Pega said, Krabs, can you guess the green team on the last pick? Well, I can kind of cheat, unfortunately, Pega. I've already seen it. I've already looked at the outline earlier today, so I've already seen that it's one of these 2 squads. Is it fucking Wolfsburg or Holstein Kiel?
Yeah.
Which one's the green team, Jovan?
Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg?
Yeah.
All right, you want to just tell us about that soccer play since we're here? Let's get the pitch.
Gotta get us started on the pitch. Maybe that's the secret. Moose Friday
Okay.
Slate. This game starts, I think, 30 minutes after we'll be ending here. But
Okay.
I like goals. And Wolfsburg, that's a betting favorite, I would say. If anybody bets Bundesliga kind of regularly, even if you're like a casual bettor, like I kind of am, you know about Wolfsburg. They've been a team that respects a lot of coin. But on the other side, I feel like this is a fantastic matchup, not just for them, because honestly, they're like minus 220, minus 250 in this game, depending on where you look. I think this game could get weird, and I wouldn't be shocked at that. They are playing Holstein Kiel, who is absolutely atrocious, bottom of the table team, about to get relegated to Bundesliga too. And they're really bad on the road. The thing is, though, they're really bad on the road, but it's not like one of these teams. I guess you see a lot of these teams in La Liga, especially the bottom of the table teams that are horrendous on the road, particularly, and they just kind of lay down in every single spot, and there's no offense, no creation, no nothing. Kiel will get out and be aggressive and run and push the pace, and they'll score. Their offense is really not the issue. It's just that defensively they can't do a thing. So, that plays incredibly into Wolfsburg's hands. I think this game could get weird, but I think the way it gets weird is if you get a Kiel goal scoring first or something kind of weird in the first half that forces Wolfsburg to be aggressive themselves for the full 90. So I like goals in this game. I think there's a potential. There's always potential when it comes to Kiel on one side that it could soar over. But for this game specifically, if their offense shows up even the slightest bit and gets Wolfsburg to be aggressive for 90, I think this could be a really exciting shootout. Not literally, but you know the point.
Yeah. All right, the over on the pitch. Looks like Trent says he'll be on the under.
Yes, dude.
Sure.
Please.
Could be the difference. Okay. Ace 4 said Wolfsburg going down 1-0, and then they're going to win 5-1. That would pay.
That would be great. Yeah. I mean,
That would pay.
Keo first goal, I mean, is ideal game script.
Okay. All right. W play on the pitch. You said that one starts up about 30 minutes after BTL, so probably in about an hour.
Yeah, I think it's
right?
2:30.
Cool. Awesome. Love the play. Love the sell job. Chat loves it as well. They're happy to get back on the pitch.
Got to get
All
back
right.
on the pitch. Weren't many
Cool.
options today. So I was
That's
looking at
right.
the pitch basically before I dove into anything else on the regular side of the slate.
Sure. All right. Let's keep moving and grooving. Let's talk about some, or no, I got one more straight bet for the peeps. Flip it back. W Goots, keep me in line. Let's talk about Villanova. Big time game tonight. Probably the best game in CBB. Well, Michigan Purdue is probably the best game in CBB tonight. But game number 2 that you might want to get eyes on Fox Sports 1 tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Villanova Marquette. I think Nova keeps this one within the number. They've been bad of late. Their roster is simply too talented, in my opinion, to just falter night in, night out. And Marquette is a team that I love to fade. Now, it typically doesn't work at home, but in this spot, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. Villanova is getting single digits on the spread. With how they've been playing of late, I would have been shocked if Marquette was laying an even bigger number. But this is still Villanova we're talking about. We know they get some respect. Do I think Villanova's coach is good? No, I don't. But am I in love with Eric Dixon, Wuga Poplar, Longino, Brickus, the rest of this squad, Perkins? Yeah, I like this Villanova team. I'm waiting for them to break out, and we've seen them at times this season come through with some big wins. They can hang with anybody, and they can lose to anybody. We know that about Villanova at this point. Well, tonight, I think they keep this game within single digits. They probably keep it within a touchdown, to be honest with you. I think this game goes down to the wire. Marquette ends up winning outright in a high-scoring affair. A lot of points in this game. Villanova shows up. They keep this one close, but they fall late on the road, but they cover this game with ease. I'll back Villanova here, getting 9.5 points on the road, heading up to Marquette. Something just feels off overall this season with this Marquette team, but I do think points are imminent. I don't mind the over as well in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think this is one of those, I guess, Big East games that I think everybody, all those games that have been hanging around like 8 to 10 to 11 or anywhere in there. I mean, the dogs have been absolutely printing for those, especially when it's a dog that not many people want. And the way Villanova's playing as of recent, especially with that outright loss to Georgetown and banged up Georgetown at that. I think they kind of fit this mold. So I'm with you.
Chat's asking if we talked to NFL yet. Not going to talk NFL today, but we are going to put out a pod on YouTube going over the 2 games on Sunday. It should be out later today. We'll keep you guys updated. So make sure you guys check the socials, check the Bookit YouTube accounts later this afternoon, or if you want to go listen to it, I think it's already up on Spotify or Apple Music as well, if you want some NFL nugs. Okay? And did anybody see the Mahomes Super Bowl commercial? No, not yet. 7 to 5 Pizza. Not looking forward to that one. No way they already have a Super Bowl commercial out for Mahomes.
Dude.
Like, what? Go check out the YouTube chat. Check that puppy out. All right? Jovan, you want to talk about some prize pick squares for tonight?
Sure.
All right. Well, I just talked about why I'm going to be fading Marquette and taking Villanova in this game, but I do think there will be some points, and I do think Marquette comes out on top eventually. Jovan, I want to back one of the colder shooters on this Marquette team of late, a guy who I think is kind of holding this Marquette team down a little bit with his play of late, Chase Ross, who I thought was going to take a big step up this season for Marquette. He's been struggling the last couple of games. I saw he's up for 11 points today on prize picks. I thought his number would be lower. I thought it'd be 10, 10.5. That's his season average. Seeing this at 11 is a great sign in my opinion, and I am seeing points in this game. Go ahead and give me the more than 11 points from Chase Ross. I think he bounces back after a couple abysmal games for Marquette, and he keeps him in this one tonight.
Sure. I can down with that.
And then I'm going with Trey Kaufman-Wren. I thought about taking Braden Smith. I like that angle, and I like that square as well, Jovan, after he's coming off some bad games. But in a game where I'm liking points, in a game where I'm leaning Purdue, I wanted to go with their GOAT, their glue guy, Trey Kaufman-Wren, who I think it's pretty clear this season he's their best player out there on the floor. And when both guards, Lawyer and Smith, have taken turns just dropping duds out there on the courts, they've been so inconsistent. It's like one of them plays okay every game, the other one plays like shit every game. I'll go ahead and lock in. And although the Braden Smith angle definitely interests me, Jovan, you could convince me for sure. I just want to back their GOATs and take his PRA. I think he's very physical in this game as well. He's been grabbing rebounds left and right. I want to encapsulate or incorporate everything in this play. and take his more than PRA tonight for Purdue. Their glue guy, their leader, their best player, Trey Kaufman-Renn. He's leading them to a big victory tonight against Michigan.
Yeah, could be the difference, Krabs. Could absolutely be the difference.
Yep.
I'm in for that. Hoping he does well because need some points out of them. He's been there, kind of their rock, especially when guys like Braden Smith are not showing up.
He's been the rock. Yep. All right, why don't you go over your lineup or your two squares, and I'll drop the link to the Sharp Report 4-man lineup. Yeah. Give your sell jobs.
Couldn't get in the lab for some CBB squares, which kind of hurt, especially with a Moose NBA slate. But got with what I was probably going to take anyway, at least on the hockey side. The Bolts play the Blackhawks on the road today, and there's probably going to be some switch ups in terms of the lines. I don't think Brandon Hagel is going to be one of the guys that's affected, but they desperately need somewhat of a semblance of a good performance on the road. And a lot of these teams, they've kind of stopped them on the wing, so they've made them pretty uncomfortable, kind of getting the puck to the center of the ice, which has been the problem. The offense has been super stagnant. The difference with that, and I think the Blackhawks will defend them the same way now because that's what they've done pretty much all season themselves, but they let the center of the ice, they leave the center of the ice wide open, which is why they're at the top of the league in terms of not only shots given up to the center of the ice or goals given up to the center of the ice. And when Brandon Hagel, who is top line with Cirelli and Kucherov, and also first power play with Kucherov, who double shifts anyway, so he'll be with him regardless of if he gets moved. And then Nick Paul, he has been literally CP3 when he plays any team where you can attack them from the center of the ice, because that's where he gets about 90% of his assists from. A lot of his assists come from two guys, really, mainly. Just unless it's an empty net, he assists Cirelli and he assists Nick Paul for a majority of his assists. And Cirelli's on the top line with him. I think Cirelli's going to be absolutely ripping today. And then Nick Paul is also on PP1, like I was saying. And God forbid PP2 shakes up, he can still do the same thing there. But this is how they attack the Blackhawks. They're in desperate need of a really good performance. The offense is going to have to be aggressive, and there's a clear sight of where it's going to come from. It's going to come from the middle of the ice, which he consistently feeds. So I think he's getting an assist today. And then I'm taking my guy Yabusele, taking his boards. Coming off, actually, I think a career high points-wise, but now he gets to play the Cavs, which is a little tougher of a matchup, I think, for him to score, but not nearly as much for him to rebound, especially now that he's kind of on his own down there with no Embiid playing, no Drummond. He's going to get a fat share of minutes, but he also, against these non-shooting centers, has been absolutely perched in the paint and by the basket. So when you drag him out and you're playing a guy that's not like a Jared Allen or like a Hartenstein, where he was able to do the same thing, he's been a lot more prone to having just absolute bagel board games. And it's not going to be the case today, because as physical as Jared Allen is, as touch of a matchup as he is down there, you don't have to guard him very well or very far away from the paint. So when he's had these guys like this, especially when he's had these full minutes with no Drummond and no Embiid, he has been grubbing, had a ton of rebound chances, including the first time that they played him. I believe he had 9 rebounds on 17 chances. So probably a relatively popular one, because it's a small slate that you'll see among the Twitter write-up cappers at some point. But I think he's going to be grubbing today. I really want to take his points too, but I couldn't off the career day.
Yeah, usually we're taking this guy's threes when it's a Reddit out charts. Today we pivot.
Honestly, I don't know that his threes are really a bad look today, because again, I'll have Jared Allen on him for a good bit, but overall points, I don't know if he's going to be able to be as aggressive.
All right, let's just stick with the rebounds then. Already locked that puppy in. Chad, if you guys want the link to the Sharp Report 4-man involving these 4 prize pick squares we just talked about, I just dropped the link in the Twitch chat. The puppy's in there lurking. Okay. And Commander's balloon spotted at the grocery store. I'm done. Attaboy, Trent. Trent, I don't know how you watched that Lions game last week with the Lions future in your pocket and don't at least have minimal respect for the commies. I feel like you'd think they have a chance with the rest of the public. Maybe he's just listening. Maybe he's drinking the Jovan juice though.
No, he's drinking nothing that I'm saying. He's just mad at the Commanders because they took out his future. Just like he was mad at the Tigers because they swept the Astros because they were terrible.
Also, this might have been a tweet he sent, but he was like, "You really think Commanders Bills make Super Bowl? They're going to have those balloons in the grocery store and not Eagles Chiefs?" Like, bro, come on.
Yeah,
he just spots them in there.
I know. I was geeking at that. Hilarious tweet. Look, man, if anybody's watched the commies of late this season and doesn't think they have a pulse, then you might not have been watching those games enough, or maybe your eyes were fucking closed. If Jaden Daniels is in the game, could beat anybody any given night. He's gonna have to play well. We'll see. And yeah, Trent, that's fucking hilarious, dude. That tweet from this morning, I think I saw the Bookit account under it. They're like, how smart Trent feels right now. It was like the big brain meme of the guy smoking the cigar when he posted that tweet. And then he walks in the grocery store and immediately sees Commanders balloons. That could be the difference, folks. That could be the difference.
Might be.
Massive. All right. Enough talking about the commies. Let's talk about, what do you want to go to, the NHL? Talk about the rest of these games real quick. Not many.
Sure. It's not too much, yeah.
Philly and the Islanders. Islanders catching some steam. I don't know what's good with this team. Maybe it's because they're playing relatively better of late. They've won their last 2 games in a row and they're home in this game. But
also because
every once in a while,
they haven't played, I think, since Monday, and the Flyers are on a back-to-back after getting destroyed by the Rangers last night.
Okay. That definitely could have something to do with it. Certainly. Yeah. But the Islanders are moose shit. And I feel like whenever I take them, I'm typically disappointed afterwards. So I'm not in a rush to bet them, but I definitely see some respected, minus 150 lines lingering around. Minus 155 for the Islanders, which team under 500 against the Flyers sticks out to me a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even think, honestly, I think that I'm a little surprised that line's not fatter.
Wow.
I thought it opened pretty short to begin with because situationally, I mean, I know the Flyers were god awful last night, which I guess plays into this a little bit. They were one of the only teams to make the Rangers look really like unstoppable in a game for the last 3 months, take it. But they looked horrible last night. They're on a back-to-back. You get a super well-rested team that just, I don't know. I thought, and I think a lot of people also thought, that they would slip up in one of their last 2 games that were against like bottom feeders. And I know the Blue Jackets are playing better, but still the Blue Jackets and the Sharks that they eventually took care of business of relatively easily. So now why would they not do that against a Flyers team that was dead in the water last night against the Moose Rangers and Igor? Minus 150 seems kind of short.
Okay. When you put it like that, it certainly does. I'll be staying off that game. You're taking Dallas minus 140-ish on the ML against Vegas. I love that sell job. I like that play. Let's hope they bounce back. Both teams not playing great, but at least Vegas is coming in off a win. Tampa laying a big old number on the roads. Should they be laying minus 300s? Probably not, because they're on the roads.
They should not be laying that much, which is interesting because they have looked not even just not good, but they have been pitiful on the road for the past handful of weeks. So, I mean, it's the Blackhawks, of course, but laying that fat of a number when it also might be a Johansson start instead of Vasi is pretty crazy because they're playing a back-to-back starting today going into tomorrow. So I don't know when they're going to start Vasi. Usually they start Johansson on the front end, especially when it's a team like the Blackhawks. So if it's minus 238 or whatever it is against the Blackhawks in Chicago, the Bolts on the road with Johansson in that, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Interesting. That's some respect for a team not playing too well. I'm with you.
Yeah, if it is, if that is the situation, I am taking the Bolts puck line. Just wanted to wait to make sure we got lineups out of the way and goalie confirmation.
Could be a good lay piece as well, potentially on a new slate.
Could be.
What's up to Jen? How we doing? Looks like Gootsy's out copping Orioles balloons from the grocery store. Goots, I thought we were leaving the O's in the big 2-4 after that Charlie Morton signing.
Yeah, can't have it.
Yeah, kind of. But what am I? I got nothing. I got nothing left, Krabs.
I know. I'm just geeking.
Charlie in Game 3 of the Wild Card Series is gonna be a fucking movie.
Hey,
gotta hope you get that far first.
Looking at the rotation right now, opening day, Cam Yards is probably gonna be Albert Suarez. So can't wait for that.
I'm geeking at Risings in the chat. The fuck is everyone doing at the grocery store? It's 1:30 p.m. You guys don't got work? Goots isn't actually at the grocery store, though. He's just making an Orioles joke. It never ceases to amaze me, Gootsy, how you loop in Baltimore. You do. I think you might even have an edge on me looping in the Commanders or Aaron Judge.
It's sneakily.
I mean, we're both pretty good at it, especially you with the Hokies. You find a way.
Yeah, maybe I got you with the Hokies.
You might have me there.
Good point.
Yeah.
All right. Hokies. All right. Let's lock in. Enough talking about the grocery store and the Hokies. All right, let's talk about the rest of these hockey games tonight. Go ahead and cash the hook you mentioned today, minus 1,000. What about Utah and Winnipeg? Jovan, I was looking at this under for a sec. Kind of got scared off a little bit looking at the splits, but do you have any thoughts on Utah and Winnipeg? I think Utah has been playing pretty well of late, winners of their last 3 in a row.
Yeah, they just shut out the Wild last night with everybody on the Wild. So, I mean, that's the only reason I couldn't get myself to the counter with this under, even though it's very obviously going to be a different goalie in net, so not the same one. But, yeah, they are on a back-to-back. Price seems about right for the Jets. The real question is, are we just going to get somebody to pitch Jets and Reg on Search Stream? Because not out of the realm of possibility. And anytime there's an in reg on Serm Stream, auto cake every time. Yeah. It's the one thing Trent will never fight me about because it is
never hit.
Never.
We're still waiting for our first one to hit in reg.
Yeah, still waiting on it. Just like, I mean, Wild and Reg yesterday. It's not even like they end it close, which is the crazy part. Like, they get porked every single time. I think the Jets were doing it the other day too. So we'll see. That's the real question. See if Utah's live.
In all caps in chat, there has never been an in-reg winner. Not once. Never. Crazy. Yeah, I remember from last hockey season, I just have the Hurricanes in reg just engraved in my brain from hearing that at least once a week on the stream. And that would just never hit. That was the craziest part about that whole thing, is that it would never hit. Crazy. Spicy 3 Abby coming in. No football talk, question mark. We're going to save the football talk for the football pod. That's coming out later today, my man. We'll drop the links on the socials once it's released. It's up on Apple and Spotify right now. But if you want to wait and see our beautiful faces on YouTube and drop a like on that video, that should be out later today. All right?
That is great point from who's Grillish Cavs in chat. Trent is ducking stream after cake to look at Commanders balloons and Dom Thumb. That's unbelievable. Just incredible.
Trent, count me some balloons, will you? Can you give me a couple? It's always good to just see commies stuff out in public. I feel like the commies always get disrespected. No one's ever given them anything cool. I feel like all these like licensee companies, all these merch companies, half of them don't even make commies merch. Maybe it's because of the new name. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you're speaking to a Rays fan, so I'm with you. Never seen them
saw something on
stuff anywhere unless it's here.
I saw something on the feeds yesterday about that was making me geek. Trent saying he's not even at the grocery store. Okay. Well, at least that was a good joke, though, Trent.
What are you doing in this economy?
I think he's just doing some stand-up in the chat. He's just cracking some jokes, bringing the vibes up.
I want to know what he actually is doing.
What he's literally physically doing. He's probably horizontal, watching fucking BTL on his iPad like Rav is right now as we speak. There is a surge today. I think Rav is hosting. He's stepping up for the team. Rav. So get those sell jobs ready, chats. Okay. Let's get off this Moose hockey slate. Only 4 or 5 games. We already talked about them. We got nothing else. Okay. Wash joke. Rav, I don't know what it is, but that joke will always be fun.
Guys you're telling me Trent's kicked up in the bed right now? Just crafting demons.
Secret demon.
And he's not hosting search. Just feeding into the part-time bed.
Leaking coins. All right, let's talk about the NBA. There are 3 games on tonight, Jovan. You talked a little bit about the NBA already. You mentioned that prize pick square for Yabusele, your guy. Any takes on side or total in that game? Spreads at 10.5 for the Cavs on the road. I can't tell you the last time 76ers have won a basketball game. It's been a long time.
Yeah, or covered, frankly. I think this might be the one. I don't know if I can get myself to do it, though, only because I hate fading elite teams in the NBA when they're in a bounce back spot, which the Cavs kind of are after that Moose loss. Really good game on the road against the Rockets that they barely lost. But, man, it does kind of seem like it just might be the game for the Sixers to sneak in and make this one weirdly close for no reason.
Yeah, I could see it. You won't catch me with a Cleveland minus 10.5 ticket. That's for sure.
Yeah.
What about Portland and Charlotte? This is the shortest spread of the day today. 2 Moose teams, though. Charlotte laying some points, though, after Portland comes in on a 3-game win streak. Maybe there's some injury news here, because I thought it was kind of weird seeing Charlotte get some line respect.
I mean, there's always injury news when it comes with the Blazers, I guess. I think their 2 big men are out, if I'm not mistaken, because I know Rob Will always sits, I think, games like these, and then Ayton, I think, just got ruled out too. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. So, I mean, that only leaves one guy, Krabs.
They got big Klingon down there, and he's banged up as well.
I would be so down to take Donovan Klingon. Something. So down.
Double-double?
Yeah, I mean, I'd take his boards. I get so down with that. I mean, the Blazers have been
9.5
unbelievably
rebounds,
locked.
8 points. I mean, I'd rather take his points and rebounds personally, but I could get down for some Donovan Klingon action tonight. He might be solo dolo down there in the paint.
Yeah, against Mark Williams, who, I mean, couldn't guard me.
Barbecue chicken alert from Kish on Mark Williams. All right. Well, we got a square. Donovan Klingon. Are you good with his points and rebounds, or you just want to take his green rebounds?
No, I'm down include points.
Okay. Good. All right. W's. Any book plays in that game? I guess it makes a little bit more sense why Charlotte's laying that number if they're a little healthier tonight. I think LaMelo looks like he's iffy tonight, but seeing where that line's at, I'd take a pretty good guess that he's going to play. And maybe they know he's going to play. Right?
Probably. I can't get myself to bet on LaMelo, though, with this short of a slate.
I'm with you. Pelicans, Grizzlies. Jovan, this total's pretty high, 243.5. It's on the move up as well.
In this game might get screwed too, because I don't know what Ja's status is, but I know he was a relatively popular play and probably the GOAT I would be willing to go with today, but I don't know if he was sick or whatever, but he missed shoot around, so now his status is up in the air and he's questionable.
Yep. Shit.
Yeah, so that makes this a ton weirder now. And obviously you have the Pelicans who are always resting somebody, and it's Zion in this game, so I have zero desire to get involved in anything.
I'd say if Ja doesn't play and the spread stays at -11, both teams have been on fire of late since Zion's been plugged back in. I know he's not playing tonight, but I know they didn't win every single game since he's been back, but they have won 4 games in a row. They're playing good ball right now. The Pelicans are. They're getting healthier overall. I'd say I'd probably lean Memphis with no Ja at this number, but we got to wait for a couple things before we can lock that in.
Yeah, I think I'd probably doubt this would be the number without Ja. It'll probably adjust.
Probably
itself
safe to assume
if he does end up being out.
It'll probably move back into single digits, right?
Yeah, at least close.
Rav could be dialed today. He's saying just take LaMelo field goals attempted. You don't even got to worry about him making the fucking shots. Bro, 25.5 field goals attempted. That is insane. That is an insane number. I mean, if anybody
Absolutely
can cash
absurd.
it, it's LaMelo, right?
100%. Yeah.
He chucks. I mean, this is even higher than what he's been doing, though. He hasn't even gotten anywhere close to this number since January 12th when he had 25, and he's still up for 25.5. Damn. 15 of those will be threes. Well, then why don't we just take his 3 points attempted at 12.5? That one's also crazy too, bro. I know you said you don't want to get involved in LaMelo, but might not have a choice today, Jovan.
Attempts I wouldn't be really that mad at. It's just whenever LaMelo's like the most popular play on a short slate, he always shoots toward eights. So if we're taking attempts, I have absolutely no issue, especially seeing, I know what Tyler Hero did when he was like the only offensive option against the Blazers a couple days ago. I mean, it's kind of the matchup. They just bleed pull-ups from point guards, and he was able to do that all game. Obviously, LaMelo is going to do the same thing, so I'm with you.
Yep. We got Adam's got Wales in chat asking about Peyton Sandford, his 2.5 3-point square for Iowa tonight against Penn State. Jovan, I know you can't see the boards, but I'm sure we could pull it up for you on here, or I could just give you the breakdown. 3 green bars. He was absolutely balling, hooping, and in his last 2 games, he only hit 1 3 combined in those 2 shit games against Minnesota and UCLA. So I'm thinking Adam's got Wales wants to buy low on Peyton Sandford here at home and take his more than 2.5 threes. And I wouldn't stop you. I would not stop you.
Yeah, I mean,
1 for 9 last game.
You can't really get me mad at taking anybody Iowa to bounce back at this point, because especially if the shooting aspect is into it, because their splits are all so incredibly drastic, home versus road. So now they're coming back and they have a good matchup to do it into. I mean, sign me up for anybody, whether it's Sanford or any of the other guys who shoot.
Yep. I'm with you. And you have Vice City Lucas. That total's crazy high in that Memphis Pels game, man. Certainly lean that over. And if we end up getting more injuries in that game, I know I talked about, we'll see what happens with that spread when the jaw injury gets announced. But if that total ends up being that high and we see some more stars ruled out in this game, Jovan, I could certainly be convinced on taking that over in this game, right? But again, probably won't stay that high.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the total's that crazy.
Yeah.
But I could be with you. I mean, these teams have had like 120 plus from somebody in their games for like 4 of their last 5 each.
Yeah, they've been carrying. They've been cashing overs. You're not wrong. Just a very, very high total involving a shit team. Usually, it gets my attention.
Yeah, fair.
All right. Any other CBB book plays that you want to go over today? We got about 10 minutes left. I know it's not the greatest of slates, Jovan, but I don't know if there's any other games that you wanted to mention. There's a couple other solid ones. I guess that Penn State Iowa one is a game we could talk about here a little bit with that total at 168.5. Iowa laying 3.5 here at home. Iowa looks like the sharp play. I'm not falling for it. I'm not taking the bait. I would lean that way, but I don't want to fade Penn State.
Yeah, I mean, it's the obvious, like, sharp-looking play, I would say today, because Iowa's coming off of just 2 absolutely horrendous games. I'm not even including the USC game that was before that, but just this week, I mean, 2 god-awful performances. I don't know how that Michigan game or Minnesota game went the way it did either. That was unbelievable, but they've been terrible. They're getting steam their way. It makes all the sense in the world. They might just be Ohio State at this point.
Mm-hmm. They might just be. Yeah, you won't see me fading them today. That's for sure. What about the late night UCLA-Washington game, Jovan? This one's kind of interesting. UCLA, after their coach wigged out, crashed out, and pretty much blamed everybody on the team for being shitty, they have won 2 games. We finally have a pulse for the Bruins. Washington, on the other hand, my goodness, thank God this isn't the Commanders. They've lost a bazillion games in a row after a solid start to the season. And if you've watched their games of late, they're not looking too hot. Great Alcibar, he can only do so much. I thought this is some respect for UCLA laying this number on the roads, but with them coming off of 2 wins in Washington, starving for a W on this crazy L streak, my sharp contrarian ass would lean Washington, but my smart basketball brain says it's UCLA to keep rolling here with Coach Cronin being a hard ass. So I'm not going to bet this game. I'm off.
Yeah. You know what I mean, I looked at this game and instantly I thought the total was absurdly low.
Okay.
So 138.5, 138, depending on where you look, which I know it makes more sense in the context of, like, if you just looked at it with UCLA being this bigger defensive team. But when you look at, like, the games they've been having to play lately against a lot of the faster paced teams, whether they're on the road or at home, I mean, they just played a week where they went against Wisconsin and Iowa, won those 2 games, scoring 85 and 94 points. And obviously those are games where you kind of need to pick the tempo up a little faster to match what you're getting on offense from the other side. You definitely don't need to do that against Washington, not just because I feel like you match up a lot better with them. Obviously, they beat Iowa and Wisconsin and kind of outshot them, but that's not how they want to play. They want to play slower and more physical, and now you get the chance to against a team who also really can't shoot, which is one of the reasons why they're as bad as they are. Washington is. So I wouldn't mind just a gross little snooze fest.
I mean, you had me at UCLA dropping 85 and 94 in their last 2 games, and this total looking as low as it is. I think that's a great find on the board tonight. Fading Washington's offense, UCLA is bringing the clamps, and they're probably not putting up too many points themselves.
Yeah.
After 2 gems of performances offensively, putting up plenty of points. This could be when you fade and you take this low and nasty under. I like that play, Jovan. I like that play a lot. So I'm going to check out the splits for that. Looks like on The under, nobody's betting it, but the splits are fat. That could be a good sign for the under. People dropping the hammer on that play. All right.
Is that so?
Gucci, don't let me forget about that one or let it get swept when we come to the squad rides towards the end of the show. Okay? Yep. I like that play. Splits look good on Visson as well. 25% of bets, 32% of handle on that under. Okay. All right.
Take that.
Another Adams got Wales nug in the chat. Look at Jalen Wells, rebounds, assists for Memphis tonight.
Jalen
5.5.
Goated.
Whoa. Extremely reds. Holy smokes. God, I have to take that more than I'm legally obligated to take that, aren't I? Extremely redded out chart. I'm going to pair that with Peyton Sanford, LaMelo Ball, and Donovan Clingan. Make that a 4-man. We'll see how that turns out. I'll drop the link to that one in chat if you guys want to get involved. I wouldn't mind getting Braden Smith points involved in a lineup as well. I know you mentioned that earlier, Jovan. Maybe we'll keep that back pocket.
Sure.
I'll drop the link in chat if you guys want to get involved in that puppy. Clingan, more than points and rebounds. LaMelo Ball, more than field goals attempted. We've got Peyton Sanford, more than 2.5 3-pointers made, and Jalen Wells, more than 5.5 rebounds and assists. Sure. All right. Gucci, you got any PODs today before we get to the squad rides? I want to give you the floor.
Which game you didn't talk about? I think it's the Bonnies on the spread.
Wow, plus 12.5, buying the bad news without their best player. Okay.
Two teams I love to watch. I'm going to want to get involved, and I'd have the points in my pocket with the Bonnies.
Oh, yeah. I like that spot, Gucci. VCU has been on fuego. I know that's a tough place to play at Siegel Center, but
the
Bonnies getting that many points without their star. They've got a good enough coach to keep them within that game. And maybe VCU takes them for granted a little bit coming in without their best player.
They could.
I like it. All right. St. Francis. I'm hearing some St. Francis shouts and chats. St. Francis, PA, plus 1.5. I don't know why LIU Brooklyn flipped to a favorite in that game. That kind of sketched me out. But the fact that they didn't open up a favorite on this crazy win streak with how bad SFPA's been in the neck, you're probably right. That's the sharp sides. You know, I'm always tapped on the neck. It's probably SFPA. If you guys see that up on your book, that's the same thing as St. Francis that he's talking about right there. Let me ask you about one more game, Jovan, before we get to the squad ride, because it's a good one that we haven't mentioned yet. St. Joe's and Dayton. You got the Flyers, who have struggled at times this season, has not been the typical, Dayton Flyers we've seen ranked of late, but they're coming off of back-to-back wins. They typically play pretty well against St. Joe's. They've beaten them the last 4 times. Only one of those games was really close. The other 3 were absolute blowouts. Typically, it's like 2 contrasting styles. You got the quick, small St. Joe's team that likes to score against the big, physical, tough Dayton squad that ends up just bullying them into a win. I would not be surprised if Dayton ends up winning this game again. And we see St. Joe's lose once again on the road. I know the Hawk will never die, but I just don't think they have the size to keep up with Dayton. And Dayton is still looking to, continue to build momentum after a bad start to the season.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time betting on really any team, but especially one of these teams in the A10 because they get so you see like drastic performances from game to game. And last game, you got a Dayton team that shot nearly 60% from the field and also went, I think it was that just about that from 3 as well. So, lights out performance from them. Couldn't be any better going against St. Joe's. And pretty, I don't want to say similar spot because that other one was a road game, shorter spread, but similar in the fact that it's just the spot where Dayton gets rights, especially now that they're at home. So it's like a Dayton can't lose at home situation, which we've been in the last couple weeks. So I don't want to do it, but I know a lot of people will.
All right. Maybe we'll let that one splooge then. Okay.
I have some cool news real quick. Remember that Paul Skeens card that they offered the 11-year-old that whole package for?
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently he forego their offer and he's going to put it up for auction.
Wow. Smart.
W kid.
What was the full package?
Got a good support team.
it was like a suite with Livy Dunn, like 10 years of Pirates season tickets behind the plate. Like, who wants that? And then
Yeah, like the kid's probably not even from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think he's from Cali.
Yeah, I guess that would be kind of moose.
Yeah, it was 2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years. Meet and greet Paul Skeens, softball game at PNC Park, 30 people with coaching from Pirates alumni.
Okay.
Private tour of Pittsburgh. Like, who wants that, bro? Who wants
go make your mill, bro. Go sell that card.
Yeah.
I got a PSA 10 grade as well. I saw that.
Yeah.
It's insane. Yeah, that kid's rich. Good for him. I mean, imagine pulling that card out of a pack. I would love to know, like, where the hell he bought it. Did he get it at a fucking Target? You know, Target's always got all the cards and fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! And all that. They got everything up there.
Dude,
Did he get it at an actual card shop? Right?
Bludgeon those Target corners, dude.
Yeah, dude. Every time my mom would take me to the store, I'd make sure we'd go past the card section.
Dude, I'd walk in immediately. We'd go grab Target popcorn because it's gas. Then always happen to be right next to the card shops or the card stands. We'd just go ham.
Costco prom. Does Costco sell cards? Interesting. All right. Enough talking about cards. Let's lock in. Let's talk about the squad ride. Jovan, you ready?
Of course.
You'd see run that shit. I want to see that train. All right, chat. We got kicked in the dick last night on the squad ride. Plain and simple. All right, not going to sugarcoat it. Terrible play. Let's bounce back tonight. Let's find a green play on the books, preferably a couple, that we can all vote on and get involved in the squad ride poll. Jovan, favorite straight bet today? What's it going to be?
Say it's the Stars.
Stars ML?
Yeah.
All right. I like it. We're putting that puppy in there. Stars ML on the ice. They've been struggling. Let's see if they can bounce back. Jovan, I really like Villanova and Kent State. If you want to veto Villanova because it involves fading Marquette, I understand.
No, I'm down. I like both those plays with you.
Okay. Kent State, Villanova. That Purdue team total's looking good. We can probably have that soccer play be an unofficial fun squad ride for the afternoon.
Yeah, that's just a off to the side afternoon play, which, by the way, I did see people asking in chat. I mean, I still see the same line on my book. It's 3 for like minus 125, but if you have to take the 3.25, I mean, we're going for 4 anyway. So that's the point.
Yep.
Which is, for those who do not bet soccer, half your bet's on 3, half your bet's on 3.5.
Yep.
If you take that.
Okay. W clarification.
Yeah.
Love that. I wouldn't mind going 3 plays, 3 winners, but you could convince me to put Purdue in there if you want. If you're loving points.
I'm down with that. It's moved up a little bit, so we can keep it out if you really want to. It's like a point difference now, I guess, but
we're catching steam as well.
That is kind of odd.
Purdue is like on the spread as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. You make the call.
We can leave it out. I don't want people betting on it or picking it just because it's the bigger game between the other CBB games.
All right. 3 plays, 3 winners, chat. Get involved. Let's cash a squad ride tonight, please. All right. I'll be voting for Kent State. Fucking love that play tonight. Looking at that line flip.
Goated, dude.
Yeah. Fading Ohio without at least one of their best players. Potentially 2. Which we've seen how bad they've looked the last couple games without him. That could end up following suit once again. Could be why that line's flipping. Okay. Jack, get involved. 3 plays, 3 winners for the squad ride poll today. All right. If you're looking for the poll, you're probably watching on YouTube, and that's great. But you got to make your way over to the Twitch chat to get involved in the squad ride poll every day at the end of the show. All right. 3 plays, 3 winners for tonight, Jovan. Stars ML, Kent State ML, and Villanova plus 9.5. 2 CBB plays and 1 play on the ice. Okay. 3 plays, 3 winners. Wow, looks like Kent State and the Stars are going band for band.
Band for band, huh?
This could be a 12-round fight, folks.
Wow. Could be legacies.
Get those votes in, like Flatwood's saying in chat. Get those votes in. You still got about a minute left. Don't just sit there. Don't just keep the iPad to the sides. Okay? Feels like a great day to have 0 wagers pending. Trent.
No, Trent, you gotta stand on biz. Start off with the Wolfsburg under.
That's what they want you to do, Trent. They want you to give up. They want you to quit. And also the odds of Trent having no plays today, it's got to be plus $1 million.
Yeah.
Plus $1 million.
$1 million, maybe 2.
Plus $1 million. Yeah, he's got that under already. He's already locked in a bet.
Yeah, I want to see that one hit the feed, Trent. Official play, official daytime sweat from you. POD.
Oh, man.
That
Chat,
would be the
get
difference.
involved. It's a 2-horse race right now. Who's it going to be? Kent State or the Stars?
Wow.
And what do you know? Chat trusting Krabs. It's been a while. Kent State ML. Let's fucking go.
Here we go.
All right, let's hope that line flip is telling. Let's hope it's sharp. And let's hope the Golden Flashes take care of business tonight on the roads. All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Same time, same place. 2 things real quick. Number 1, Rav hosting the Surge stream right after this. Rav, apologies for holding you up. I appreciate you, my man. You're a beast. Make sure you guys pitch Rav a winner on the slate today, prize picks or book play. Number 2, we've got a NFL pods for the conference championship games dropping later today. It's already up on Spotify or Apple Music. Go check that puppy out as well. And then on YouTube later today when it's up. And a sneak third thing real quick before we go. And I just blanked and forgot it, of course. Oh, yeah, Spaces tomorrow. Let's run a CBB Spaces tomorrow around like 11 or noon. Jovan, if you want to hop in, please feel free. But I'm going to fire up a Spaces tomorrow and maybe get Pickett in there as well and talk about the CBB Slate, which is pretty loaded on Saturday's slate.
I'm in.
Okay? Dubs. Love that. Gootsy, do you mind dropping the hat link one more time for Flatwoods fella and the people in chat? W stream today. W Goots. Can we get some W Gootses in the chat once again for killing it? Dead Larry Bird Spaces it's on X. It's a like a group phone call pretty much on Twitter. Okay? So we'll fire that up probably around 11 Eastern on Saturday. All right? W Goots, we got the hat link in the chat. Make sure you guys get your hats and stick around for the Surge stream starting up right after this. We'll catch you guys on Monday, same time, same place. We'll be.
Peace.